Welcome back, Small Time Critics Podcast. I'm 1/3. My name is Mo.
Kim.
Mohammed Hashi.
What's up, everyone? So, this episode, we're doing a Succession review. Finally, Hash! Look at his smile.
It's my birthday.
This guy's
Might
so
as
happy
well
about
be.
this.
It's my birthday.
So we're going to be reviewing Succession. We're up to, at this point, season 4, episode 8.
America decides.
And but before we get started, guys, can you just like, comment, subscribe for us? You know what I'm saying? Do all of that good stuff. Share the video, and rate us on the stream platforms. That will really help us out a lot. And talk to us on the socials. Links are down below in the description. Sure. But guys, Succession. Are you glad we?
First of all, I just want to tell the audience.
No, you have to.
I'm proud of my boys.
Gave us such a hard time.
I gave them a hard assignment. Yeah. They stumbled a bit, but in the end, they delivered. And I respect and I love these brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? So
4 seasons in a week.
Mo finished today. He finished episode 8 today. He's on job, and I appreciate it. So for me, guys, I want us to just briefly before we go into season 4, the meat and potatoes,
But can I say something? I have an apology for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry I took so long. But I'm here now. I'm on the train.
Listen, bro.
I'm with you now. I caught up.
No, I appreciate you.
We had a conversation.
You know what I'm
We had
saying?
a conversation.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
And I'm gonna air out your dirty laundry
Nah,
right
I'm
now.
saying,
Hey, listen, hold up.
Might as well. I'm here apologizing. We might as
Hold up.
well.
Yeah, go on.
Air it out.
And verbatim.
Yeah.
Yo, Mo, this is actually banging, innit? Yo, Kev, it's sick. I know. I'm like, bro, don't tell him. Bro.
Purposely, I didn't want to say anything to you until today about this
Yeah.
show. But you said to me, get through the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
3 episodes, and then you'll be like, oh, you're in.
Yeah.
I was in from the first episode.
Wow.
I was in immediately.
Wow.
I was, this
Do you know what's
so I Succession fans, this show's cold. I'm sorry I took so long, but I'm on the train now.
We
You
are
know what I'm
so
saying?
happy to have you on board.
We're on board to the I'm only here for 2 more stops.
But it's okay.
But it's okay. I'll be here.
But you know what the amazing thing is, guys? You're on the right side of history.
That's
Remember
it.
that.
That's
Man
it.
said I'm on the
Remember
right
that.
side.
That's it. Remember
He said I'm
that.
on the
That's
right
it. There's a
side.
lot of
Remember
shows I missed when they were on during its time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
watched
I
them
know,
afterwards.
and I'm one of those guys. Yeah, if the show's gone and the hype's gone, I'm like, oh, do I really need?
It's hard to go back to.
I can understand that, but for me, I rewatched the pilot episode because Kem's had a theory, and I really wanted him to be wrong this whole time. Yeah.
Okay.
So I rewatched the pilot episode, and I realized why I didn't connect with the show at the start, because the way the visual language of the show, with the camera work and the zoom ins, like a mockumentary style,
Yeah.
and then they weren't looking at the camera. I was thinking, is this Office or what is it?
Yeah.
I was a bit confused at the start, hence the reason why it took me a while. From what I remember to get into it. So I finally kind of realized why it took me a while. But
it adds such I think it adds such an incredible element to the show.
100%.
Honestly, there's times when I don't know, 2 people will be in the frame and then it zooms into that one person having an intense look or something like that. And I'm just like, whoa.
yeah,
I take a step back a little bit sometimes. I'm just
For me, the reason why I love the use of the zooms and the camera work, it's almost like it's a window into a character when they're not even when they're not the focal point of the actual the scene.
Sure.
And the reason why I made that sort of prediction from early, every time Greg was, it's almost like every time Greg was within a shot, or it's almost like he has some sort of malicious or deceptive sort of element to him, even though he comes across as a buffoon.
to make a few
I
omelets,
think
you got to break a few Gregs.
someone said that to me, yeah, and I only got it this latest episode.
What?
That he has a look of this, that, whatever. I only got it this episode.
Ask Hash. I saw that from the first episode. Hash, I said this from get-go. I said, Hash,
Yeah.
Greg. And he was like, oh, no. I said, all right. But
I
I think...
I've always said Greg's a buffoon.
I'll be real with you though. He's up in my rankings.
I'm
One of the best TV characters.
I,
ever. He's so.
shall I tell you what I rate?
Is
Shall I
there a
tell-
better double act? than
shall
him
I
and
tell you what I rate? Yeah? The nasty bro. I love that.
Listen.
The disgusting bro. I love that.
These man are so funny, bro. I'm
Bro.
like, they just keep when he put wasabi in the guy's ass. He goes, "It's not a lot of lemon."
Bro.
So listen, guys.
No. So can I just get one in? I just want to get one in, yeah?
Get one in.
I love the way Logan was like, hey, you roast me. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, who wants to smell Greg's fingers? Tell me what it, bro.
And then Greg comes like, "Your kids don't like
You
you."
kids don't like you're horrible, and we're scared of you. I'm scared right now. No.
Oh my god.
That Greg is too funny. And
Bro.
Too much.
Tom is, I'll be real, I think he's one of the best actors on the show.
What?
No.
I think he's one of the best actors on the show.
no.
The way that guy conveys emotion
Oh my
is
days.
crazy to me.
Bro, even by the way, even this episode,
I disagree.
Even this episode,
One of, not the best.
oh
But yeah.
my god,
Okay.
even this episode when his wife's apologizing to him, yeah,
Yeah.
even though he said some mad stuff to his wife in the previous episode, yeah,
I think they're both shit though.
100%,
Yeah.
they're both horrible
Yeah.
human beings. And then he's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's like this. I couldn't believe.
Did you
Oh my days.
Okay, so how the dynamics between Shiv and Tom. Yeah. I think hold up. I think how I see it, the reason why him and Greg sort of got on so well, he played that dominant role
Yeah.
that he doesn't have
Yes.
with between him and Shiv,
course.
Yes.
with him and
Yeah.
Greg.
Without
And he's like the lead man. He's like the lead man in that
He's
situation.
got him Gregging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what.
He's like, I don't do coffee anymore.
1 second.
I don't get you coffee anymore.
It's not me, it's Samson. Hey, Gregory Ash, man.
It's just
What a
incredible.
legend, what
It's
a
just
legend.
incredible.
Legend.
And then even like when Tom in America decides this recent episode, when he's going like, my digestive system could like decide the constitution.
It's part of the constitution, yeah.
I'm thinking this is incredible.
He's like, gas station sushi? You're insane. That's
Yeah,
it, bro. I was like, I will shoot myself if this guy was my boss. He came in, what's going on, Dave? What's happening, Dave? You need to get it together, Dave. This guy's killing me. Whenever these two are on screen, it's the best time.
Guys, as fun as this is,
love
yeah.
it.
As fun as this is, yeah. Let's put a quick pause on episode 4, yeah. And I just want on episode 8 of season 4,
Let's
yeah.
talk about 4.
Yeah, and I just want to talk about, yeah, how you felt during season 1. I just want to know how you felt after season 1, and you as well.
You want to go first?
No, go on.
The only thing I remember after watching, even though it was a few days ago, I've watched a lot of
That's what I
Succession
said.
content,
That's what I
so
say.
it's
The
hard.
speed of it.
But when season 1 ended, which ended with the waiter dying,
Kendall killed
right?
Kendall
And
he didn't kill the waiter.
he didn't really kill the waiter,
Yeah,
but he kind of did.
No,
It
I
was
know.
very- It was very
He's culpable. Yeah.
It was very irresponsible what he did. And
Really, you gonna put those kids and irresponsible like it's not together? Come
no,
on.
I'm just saying because it's like even like the fact that like bro, you don't even drive, and like you're this cracked out that you want to go get fixed that badly. Like, come on, man, just leave it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But the addiction got better of him, and I'm not taking the piss out of people with addictions or anything like that. I'm just saying like for his character, and I just remember at the end of it that it was a really great scene, him breaking down, crying to Logan.
That scene is the biggest one of the biggest memes out there. You know, right?
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, is
You
it?
know, he conveys emotions so well.
he's an
He
incredible
is
actor.
great.
Kendall.
He's really good. Yeah.
He, we'll catch on
Yeah,
in the later
but-
seasons, but yeah, go on.
Do you
Just
know about
Logan-
Jeremy Strong, by the way?
Yeah.
About like how he was a method actor and how he used to be Daniel Day-Lewis's assistant.
Oh no.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good. Like
he loves
but-
acting. That
Yeah. But yeah, season 1 and just Logan being like just the dad, like
Come
I'm gonna
here.
protect you. I
You're
got
my
you.
number one boy.
Yeah, I got you, kind of thing. But even though Logan's always been manipulative throughout the way, either way.
Even from season 1, I knew the thing. Like,
But
because
everyone is shit.
no, they're all shit.
Everyone is
No,
shit.
I understand that, but from the off, because you have to understand, I had a quick look into like I will always relate Logan and his empire to the Murdochs and everything,
Yeah.
and I'll always have that in the back of my mind. These people are nasty people, and like especially Logan, he's so manipulative, and how regardless of what, like the first episode, how he was treating Kendall,
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know what, this guy he don't even look at these kids as his kids. He looks at these people as pawns in him playing a bigger game, because it's almost like it's a game. He wants to acquire. He wants to acquire the biggest. He wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care what he has to do to get it. Even if his kids, he has to manipulate or put them in the firing line, he'll do it. And because Kendall wanted it so bad, but it's not just the fact that he wanted to prove himself to his dad, yet he in the way that he wanted to, I could do it. Let me do it. I could show you that I could do it. Yeah. But then it's almost like when Logan took that away from him, it's almost like you're not allowed to do this. This is not in the script. You weren't meant to do this. Yeah, I've worked so hard. And even when it's like there was a moment at the beginning when he was asking him for his permission to even think, he's like, oh, is this okay? And it's like, you're just a kid under the thumb. Yeah. And it's Logan.
They all are.
They're horrible people, man.
So he's such a powerful, intimidating man. At the end of the day, it's weird. It's like I think he loved them like really as kids, like his kids. Yeah, but he had like, I don't know. There's like a warped view of love, I suppose. Like,
do you think? Okay,
because he was willing to send Kendall.
It's a transactional thing.
He was willing to send Kendall to prison.
Of course he was.
Second thoughts.
Of course he was.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Do you guys think that? Okay, do you think he wanted to keep them as kids? Because when we watched it with Successions, I still see them through the guise of them being kids as an adult because of how
there is Arrested Development 100%.
Maybe that, but I think he just wanted at least one of them to be exactly like him. Because you remember that scene? I can't remember what episode or what season it was, but Kendall said to him, "Did you think I could do it?" And he goes to him, "You're just not a killer."
Yeah.
You're just not a killer. Yeah, he goes, "You're just not a killer."
This is on the boat. Do you know when this was the penultimate episode of season 2, when he's basically choosing who's going to be the patsy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
who's going to be the blood sacrifice?
And if Kendall was like that, they'd be best friends.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
I don't think so. I don't think so. If Kendall was like that, he would have been so much worse. He would have made an enemy. Obviously, he never saw Kendall as a threat.
Yeah.
And Kendall was trying to be a threat. And the fact that Logan was still saying like, you're not that serious, annoyed Kendall even more.
Yeah. And then that's why the show's so fantastic, because season 2 ends,
But just really quickly, I'm sorry. Hold that thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just the feeling I had season 1. Yeah. I just thought to myself, you don't got to wait a year to find out what the hell happened.
Bro, imagine, bro.
Not you lot.
I just went next ep.
Do you know, it's crazy, isn't it? No, it's crazy because, bro, imagine, for a whole summer, me and Hoods just pontificating about what's going to happen, what's going to transpire. Me and Noor as well. Yeah. We're just wondering what's going to happen. Yeah. So that's one of the benefits of the way you guys watched it.
Sorry, go ahead, season 2.
But the way season 2 ends, where Kendall he's a broken man. Like the whole season, he was a broken man. Yeah. And then for the episode, that finale of season 2 to end, with him showing his dad, he's a killer. You know what I mean? And then you're thinking his dad's going to be upset. You know what I mean? He's been absolutely betrayed. Then you saw this little smile come on his face, thinking,
sinister.
That's my boy.
No,
that's my boy.
It's crazy. What I took from season 2 finale, I understand. And I look at it as sinister because in the back of my mind, maybe it's I think too political. But I see that as just thinking they're horrible people. And I still have this sort of like separation from that sort of behavior, because I just think it's abhorrent the way like these guys are disgusting. But what I took from the end of season 2 was when Kendall was talking to his siblings, and he was breaking down and said, "Look," and then Roman was like, "You know what? Roman being Roman
in Italy."
So this is season 3.
Is that season 3?
That was season 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So season 3 is
was that the first time they found out that he that was?
Yeah.
But I thought that was season 2.
Nah, he held it on for time. This is when his mum got married.
Oh yes.
So basically, just for Kevin's benefit, so season 3 was where Kendall is basically against the whole family.
It's Kendall and his family, basically.
Yeah, and then he slowly tries to get his siblings on board and stuff like that, and it's a back and forth, but you can still see Kendall's a broken guy. You know what I'm saying?
He's been broken.
Yeah, and then,
even they don't want to talk about it. It's like mum's the word when he's around.
Because even I was thinking to myself, is he ever going to tell anybody about this?
Yeah. And the reason why Logan is like the one of the greatest to ever do it in terms of he's a proper killer. Is that as successful as that guy was, he saw technology coming. He saw tech coming.
But they helped him
He's
see
a
that,
legacy
no?
media. He's a legacy media company. He thought,
His
you know
kids
what?
helped him see that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did.
of course,
Yeah,
of course, they did.
okay,
Of course, they did.
yeah.
And that's when the Gojo deal started. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
you saw Lucas Matz and all that
Yeah.
kind of. That's when we first saw him in the
Yeah,
middle
he's
of
a
season
mad
3.
character, you know.
And so we'll put a pin in him.
No. Please put a pin in that. I will let you carry on. I just want
Go
to
on.
ask a question. So, with the Gojo deal, when obviously Logan took Roman with him,
Yes.
yeah, that right there was Roman's sort of like introduction, because obviously you know the whole sort of when he basically got napped in Turkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can someone explain that for me, please?
So that happens a lot. So it's a kind of real life thing where like these Middle Eastern countries sometimes will hold people hostage until they get what they want, and it's not really hostage. Like it's not really hostage.
Who's holding them hostage?
So that those officials that you saw in the episode, if you remember,
Yeah, but who are they working apart? The government.
yeah,
And what are they stopping? What do they want?
they want a certain deal to go the way that they want, and they're
Okay.
not going to let them go until they get what they want.
Prime
Right.
example.
essentially they're holding
Prime example.
Go on.
Erdogan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I know there's no one held hostage.
Erdogan.
The Turkish
Yeah.
president. Yeah. So he obviously wants certain. he wants Twitter to sort of suppress certain information. So imagine Roman was part of Twitter and was in Turkey at the time, and they would have said, "All right, look, we want you to suppress certain thing." So that's the sort of.
Got you. Because
We're
I'm not
stay
gonna
in
lie,
this really
that
nice hotel
episode.
lobby
Yeah.
Yeah,
until we get what we want.
Because that episode, I was thinking, is this like a side terrorist
No,
thing
no, no,
happening
no, no.
story? I was just like, what's going on here? But then
Yeah. So going back to that. Yeah.
Anyway.
So I think then, even though Kendall was still on the outside, that was the most jealous I've ever. I thought like saw Kendall, because now it was when Logan and Roman went to go meet
Matson.
Yeah. No, it was who said it? Oh, it wasn't Connor. But basically he was like, shall I go? It's like, no, don't worry, you lot stay here.
Yeah.
And Roman went, and I saw jealousy within
Yeah,
the
of
siblings.
course,
Yeah.
And and just the way that season ends, where again still Kendall's on the outside, and then he has that kind of 1-to-1 with his dad, where he's trying to get something out of him, basically saying, "You won." You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I give up, basically. You know what I mean? Like, just be my dad, kind of thing. And even at that moment,
This guy's a killer.
he's a killer, bro. The guy's the worst of the worst. Yeah. And then when he's with his siblings and he just admits and he goes, "I'm falling apart." He's literally on his knees. And back to what you're saying, Kem, these people, yeah, they have no feeling. They're broken human beings. They can't even show emotion. They have to make these weird jokes. You know what I mean? And touch each other in a weird way.
Roman is like, he's so funny and likable as a character,
He's
but
not.
he's the worst type of human.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, you ain't kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like the road and the water killed him. I'm just like, bro, have some.
But
empathy, man.
that's his
Coping mechanism.
That's his cope.
I guess, but come
but that's
on,
his
man.
way.
Not
That's his,
always.
But that's his way of showing affection to his brother.
And
Say-
To his brother, yeah, but then there's someone else that
Yeah, I know.
you know is so much not better off than you,
No, of
especially
course.
their family too, all of that
Yeah.
stuff, and you're just like, yeah.
By the way,
Forget
maintain that energy for season 4. But quick one, Shiv. Again, another person who's broken completely. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Why?
Don't look at me.
What's this? Like, explain.
No, yeah, this is him. This
Say
is
what? He is just me.
this is
Oh.
Look. Okay.
Okay.
Hashi.
see what's
Just look at
happening.
his eye. Shiv.
What about
You can't even lie. You can't even get away with it.
Okay.
You can't even mess
Okay.
it.
No,
Mess
she's
it.
a,
I didn't know
He's-
Mo was into redheads.
He snitched on himself.
No, no.
What about her?
no, she's a great actor.
Oh.
What's going on?
Oh, you don't know.
No.
I don't know either.
She's not she's great. She's
You
great.
know what?
She's
Mo
great.
is not.
She's great.
You know, if Mo's not on
Mo's
con,
rattled.
if Mo's not on con next week, I know why.
See, I don't know why you're doing this because you're the one who's looking at me like this.
I didn't do anything.
Nah, you're
It-
terrible.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Go on. What about you?
Again, she's a person who, like, you kind of see she wants to do the right thing, be the right
Yeah.
person. She's a left-leaning person. She's not into this kind of far right like.
Eh,
Fox News.
I just,
Oh
but
man,
it's
I've
so
got
half with me.
Yeah,
with her.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. And like the fact that horrible conversation she had with her mom, basically, her mom basically saying like, "I was a bad mom. I know that, but maybe we're not meant to be." You know what I mean? Maybe people like us are not meant to be.
Yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah.
which is kind of mad considering.
I kind of felt for her mum a lot in that conversation, you know. But she was just kind of like, just talking about the way it happened and just saying like, I don't know.
I
There
don't
was
want to be a mom, basically.
like, yeah, there was like an element of it. It was like, oh wow, there's something here, like to what you're saying, I guess, in a way. Like it's not just, oh my god, I upset this child forever, and that's all. There's another side to it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But the Shiv thing with what you're saying is how she's trying to be good. I do think she actually wants to try to be good. But this brings me back to like just how terrible these kinds of people are.
Yeah.
Like, remember when the sexual assault cruises allegation
Yes.
stuff was happening?
Yeah.
She wasn't really caping for these women. She just wanted to become CEO at the end of it. She had an end game in plan.
Yeah.
So to me, it was just kind of like, okay. And then now, obviously, with season 4 and the political campaigns, and she's rooting
Now
for.
she's starting, But then,
So I'm just kind of like, yo, you need to pick a side. Is it because you want Lucas to give you this big role in his company, or is it because you actually are fearful for America and all of that stuff? Like,
So
it's annoying, but it's so good.
I've always said that these people are horrible, man.
no, yeah.
No,
Like
they are.
Like
I-
they
do you think there's
only
any
had
one good-
personal gain in their interest.
Do you think
Only
there's?
personal
Do you think
gain.
there's one good character?
Oh yeah, without
I,
doubt.
Who?
I, you know what? I feel so. The one person I kind of want to put my arm around is Connor. I really want to put my arm around Connor because he is the black sheep of the family. He wants to be loved so bad,
And you like
and then
super racist as well, though.
he pretends. No. But I'm just saying. No. I'm saying out of the family.
Power of writing.
Yes. But
love
he pretends that he doesn't, you know, it is what it is. He doesn't care. He's the big man. Forget it. But it's almost like we spoke about it when Logan dies, and it's almost like
He said he didn't love me anyway, or something like, that.
Guys,
That
guys,
was-
we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let me just quickly.
no. But we went to season.
Yeah,
4.
we're going everywhere, guys.
No,
This is Succession, baby.
Sorry.
But listen. So the end of season 3 was basically they're trying to take the company away from their dad.
Yeah.
Away from their dad. Their dad absolutely pulls the rug from under them and goes to their mum and renegotiates the
That
divorce.
was cold-blooded.
That's the businessman.
That
was
That's shrewd business.
Yeah.
But then her just being like, yeah, so we
For-
did
for
it,
an apartment.
Yeah, she,
Yeah. And you know what's mad? And then Roman, like, this is how you know they're kids. Roman's like, please, dad. He goes to, please. And then Roman's like, and then Logan's like, please? You know what I mean? You basically, like, you're rats, you betrayed me, all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And he just said, like, he says similar line to what he says in season 4. Basically, you're not serious.
Yeah.
You guys are a joke. You know what I mean?
it's so,
And then when we find out, and Shiv says it like 3 times, like, how did he know? You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying to him, you and I mean, all this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? You betrayed it, and all this kind of stuff. Sorry, Mark. And then when Shiv finally finds out who did it dirty, her own husband Tom. You know what I mean?
with which bit, sorry?
Well, Tom was the one who let Logan know that they're going for it.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you see Shiv's face at the
Yeah.
end. And Tom's like, honey, what's wrong?
Yeah, it's such
All that
love.
kind of
It's,
mad.
I find it so interesting the way they like made the characters and the relationships between Logan and his kids. Like, they are really different siblings. Like it's crazy because to me it's like Shiv didn't really care about impressing her dad or whatever.
I beg to differ.
I don't think she. No. I think
She wanted daddy's
I
approval.
think no. I think.
I think
if-
she's more. She had that Shiv's dynamics is more with her mum, but she was a daddy's girl.
I think, she's a daddy's girl, but I think at the end of the day, it's like when he said to her, oh, you can be CEO. Okay, I'll do everything I can to be the CEO kind of thing. But I don't think in the back of her mind, it's like, oh, I'm only doing this for him kind of thing. I think Roman's a different one now. He got smacked up by his dad. And then later on when he talked to him about it, he's like, oh, did I actually hit you? He's like, oh, no, it was nothing. You didn't. I'm just like, if you want to air out your stuff, do it now, man. Because, like, he's in his vulnerable
Okay.
moment apologizing to you. Yeah. Why not, right?
I've got my thing with Roman. Roman is that guy, that kid who pretends to not care. Pretends to be
I do get it.
Pretends to be like a renegade, he does what he wants,
Yeah.
but he always still wants the affection. You see, when obviously I know we're skipping, but when he died, he showed an emotion that it's like almost like they're all kids again. When she was like, "Oh, she said, "Daddy,"
Yeah.
Like-
the daddy, yeah.
and then they start crying, and then when they sort, he tried to compose himself, like, "Oh, I need to put this act back
This
on."
That was a great scene.
Yeah,
That was a fantastic scene. But what did you man think of just how broken a human being that Roman is? This whole Jerry stuff, that whole weird,
my
disgusting dynamic.
At this point, I don't even know what his fetish is.
Yeah,
He's
he's just a
a
weird
weirdo,
guy.
man.
When he was with that first girl, it was like lights off, stay still.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't sleep together as well and stuff like that. Then now with
Yeah.
Jerry, it's like
I said that as well, didn't I?
Yeah. 100%.
say nasty things to me, but don't look at me, kind of thing. I'm
Yeah.
just like, but he's
Lock me in the closet. He told
bro,
him to lock him in the
someone
closet.
listen, someone said this once, yeah. I don't know who said it, yeah, but I've always kept it in mind, yeah.
Yeah.
Rich people, yeah. Whenever they like these super super rich people, at least billionaires and stuff, whenever they do everything that there is to do, they just need new shit to try.
Yeah.
It's just new random.
So crazy.
And that's where he is.
All right,
You know,
guys.
sorry, before you go,
These lot are f off rich, bro.
the crazy, you know, one of the crazy things that I found crazy, it's just how carefree they're throwing around the B word, bro.
Yeah.
Billion.
Oh, I was
Do you
thinking,
know? No. The way how they throw money is nothing to them.
Yeah.
Especially when there was trying to go, they was going against Logan. They're trying to outbid Logan.
Yeah.
I love that.
But
I
bro-
love the fact, that. Can we talk about that?
No,
Can we
no.
talk about
Can
that
I
now,
just say
please?
something quickly? You think they're rich? Lucas is way
No,
richer than
no,
him,
no,
isn't
no.
he?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking,
Lucas-
I'm talking about that society, that part of society. Them,
Yeah, but
yeah.
Lucas to me, when I was like, yo, he is mad.
Yeah.
Bro.
Alright, go on,
Listen,
go on.
Before we get into season 4,
He went to
I'm
192.
sorry, Kev. I
I'm
know
itching, man.
Listen, we're gonna get to. I promise, I'm gonna let you man cook. Yeah.
Go. I like
just-
this. I like this.
I just want you guys to just talk about all your other favorite side characters. Like, talk about Frank, talk about Carl, talk about Hugo, Carolina, you know what I mean? Connor, Willa, you know what I mean? Marsha. What do you man think of Marsha?
Marsha's a G, in my opinion. I think she's a G.
Shopping in Milan permanently.
I
yeah?
think she's a G. She ain't one of these like, we're married and you're not doing what you want with these young things. Like, I'm not having that, and I'm getting mine.
No, of course.
At the end of the day.
Did you see what she said about Carrie? Let her go to her small apartment. in Brooklyn.
Yeah. She's sick though. Nah, I quite enjoyed Marsha. She wasn't there much.
Yeah, tell me
She's
about.
cool. I was happy to see her though because she's from Rami.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
sick,
What's that?
Yeah.
It's
It's
a,
a comedy drama. It's a dramedy
yeah,
show. It's pretty good.
about a comedian. What did you man think of kind of Connor and Willa and that relationship and how it kind of developed?
You know, let me. Look, I just looked at that situation as like an arranged situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which like obviously I don't mean anything by anyone, but it's an arranged situation, and it's almost like through desperation of his campaign and everything, like she found a way to, like, you know what, all right, she felt sorry for him.
Do you think she loves him now though?
I think she
But
does.
there's
now.
moments where I'm like, oh, does she might actually love him. Like,
Yeah, but then again, it took him longer to sort of like, it's all like the campaign was everything to him.
what's his problem? Why her? What's going on? I don't understand.
Why her?
He's a billionaire. Why her? Why
Because-
even when you knew she didn't love you
This
yet?
is easy.
Why
This
her?
is easy. She's the only one that stayed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's be real. And also, by the way, I don't know if you
She
might
was real
remember-
about it though. Yeah, the
Yeah.
money is an element.
Of course, I don't know if you might remember. He paid for her to do a whole play on Broadway.
Yeah.
I don't even, and her play was so bad. Remember when the reviews were really bad on the ship?
She
You know what I mean?
dashed-
She dashed the iPad. It was hilarious. You know what I mean?
But then that's it's just comes full circle with his campaign.
He's such a funny guy. Some of the lines
I feel
that he
sorry for him,
says
man.
are incredible.
You know,
What did
you
he
know,
say?
you know who he reminds me of? Jeb Bush. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I like him. That's fantastic.
He
That
reminds me
is
of
such a
Jeb
great
Bush.
comparison.
Yeah.
You know, Talk about what do you man like Carolina, head of comms?
She was just meh to me. She's just not nice.
Because of it was a speed watch in a sense.
Yeah.
I was more focused on the main
The main crew,
kids.
yeah. I
Yeah.
completely understand.
But I like Jerry.
Yeah,
I do like Jerry.
I like Jerry. I like Frank.
Frank.
I think Frank
yeah,
is
I have a
cool.
soul for Frank,
I think
man.
Frank
I really
is
like Frank. Yeah.
What is
And
Hugo's job?
Hugo again? He's another comms guy, but he's more for.
What does
Logan.
comms do?
Communication.
I'm not with. Okay, so is
Yeah.
that no? I know. That, no, I'm just talking about in a. I'm not having a moment. I'm just
You are.
No.
You are.
No, I know that comms mean communications, but I mean in the sense of like business, he's an advisor, whatever. I didn't think they called it like comms. I thought it was comms, maybe another name for something else. That's what it
They
was.
have to get like information out, like in any kind of form, be it press or you know what I mean.
He gets information out, but then he's organizing planes. I don't get it. I didn't get his
Again,
job.
it's kind of weird because these people are listen,
Yeah, no, look
these
down.
people are so rich.
look at your thumb, bro.
These people are so rich, yeah. They treat head of comms like they're nothing. Like, okay, you have to get this important information out, and you go do a press release, but get me an aspirin, please, first. You know what I mean? Get me a coffee first. They're so entitled, and it's all part of the entitlement. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I like the character of Frank. Just to go back to kind of these side characters, these kind of supporting cast, because Frank had this interesting kind of like father-son relationship with Kendall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where like he called him like Ken, you know what I'm saying? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Called him son, all that kind of stuff. And like he really helped him, like especially like throughout the show, but especially like in that episode in season 4. But yeah, guys, like now, season 4, let's get into it. Episode 1.
Okay.
Listen,
I have a question
Go on.
quickly. Wait, did you say episode 1?
Of
Season
season
4.
4.
Okay, I don't think we have time to go every
Yeah,
single
no.
episode.
No,
yeah.
we can quickly just go through the main beats. You know what I mean?
So let's do the main beats.
Yeah.
What's happened this season? Logan, unfortunately.
No, I've
No,
already
no.
said that. I've already said that.
Yeah.
No, but again, like episode 1, you see the kids.
Okay.
Being bad at business.
Yeah, they're
been
bad
bad
at
at business.
they're very bad at business. But then it's almost like they've got this is the 100.
The 100.
The 100, yeah. Like, again, what I took from that is just like, ultimately, they just want to get back at Logan.
Yes.
They just want, like, they don't even know that they're messing up. They're just hearing things like, oh, let's just do this. Like, at one point, I think, like, Roman's got his head on his shoulders right now. And these guys they just think, and then that's why I said to you, I think Shiv's going to try and get back with Logan. But then it was Roman. And I was like, okay, fair enough, because like he just needed an opportunity to get back in Daddy's good grace.
Roman's always been the one to me that needed the most approval.
Yeah.
But
Always.
but he pretended that he didn't.
Yeah.
Him
But
and
even
Connor,
at the
him
same
and Connor.
time, like he took long to even agree to the plan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, get back at Dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. That is such a great observation. That is so true.
It's funny
Yeah.
as hell.
And then episode 2, and that's when I realized, oh my days, Logan's not gonna make it to the end of the show. Episode 2.
What happened in episode 2?
Episode 2, basically, Logan goes back to
This is like
ATN.
one movie to me. I ain't gonna
Listen,
lie.
basically, he goes back to ATN because he wants ATN only. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Whereas the kids, they wanna, you know
Right.
what I
That's when
mean?
he does that speech in ATN.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he does that speech
Yeah.
where he's going crazy. We're gonna cut their throats.
Yeah.
We're pirates.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's when they're just giving him his Emmy moment right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we get to season 3, man. So episode 3, sorry.
So look, I
season
love
4.
the way how that was done. Personally, to have Logan out of reach, he was physically out of reach. So
Is this the death?
yeah, he was in the
I agree.
air.
I agree.
They were on the sea. Yeah,
Not even just that. We didn't even see him.
No,
we
no,
just
no.
saw his little t-shirt.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
part of his
Yeah.
t-shirt.
that was brilliant.
I thought that was so
that
good.
was amazing. But I'm just saying the fact that everything had to be done
Yeah.
through a phone,
Yeah.
and it's almost like they couldn't like go and give a cuddle or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't see him. I'll speak to him, and they're doing it through the phone.
Yeah.
And then it's just a vulnerability. Like
Exactly.
these grown kids
Yeah.
turn kids like that.
As rich as they are, they cannot even they have no power to do nothing.
And as much as they hate their dad right now,
Yeah.
they're still, that love is still there. But I just thought it was so good the way they like never really showed him. They just showed someone doing
Yeah.
CP,
Chest
compressions,
yeah.
chest compressions on him. But to me, because to me, it added an element of like, is he really dead?
I thought that,
That
as well.
whole time, even though it's not that kind
I
of
thought-
show,
I thought that as
where
well.
people come back to life and things like that, there's still a part of me that's like, he's not dead.
How about this?
He's not
How
dead.
about this, you man? I thought it was a play. I thought it was a play. I thought it was doing a play.
You know, it's one of those episodes.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to play the kids.
Can
You know what I mean?
Oh,
No,
okay.
I thought that as well. I thought,
Yeah.
But then the reason why this episode resonated with me so much, it was hard. It was a hard watch, and I'll say it was a hard watch
I totally agree.
because how Kendall done and was in that episode, especially you see when he was driving away, when they was taking the body away, and he had to stay at a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me when my mum passed. I
Yeah.
couldn't go to see her. It was
Yeah.
so hard. Because when I was watching, I was deep and I was thinking, whoa,
Yeah,
Roman.
people
The way
sharing
they
stories
did
on
that,
social
that
media,
was
by the way, afterwards.
crazy.
Yeah.
People sharing stories on social media afterwards of similar stories where like where they were away, like across the other side of the country, and then their one of their parents went to hospital.
I'm
stuff
sure
like that.
COVID was like
You know
that
what I
for
mean?
so
Yeah.
many people
100%.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, it was so true to life because
yeah.
you have that. There's a confusion,
Yeah.
and then there's that thing where the moment where you lie to yourself. Oh no,
Yeah.
they're okay. You know.
Roman just kept on saying, "We actually don't know."
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? So don't
Because they're
say
so
that.
strict because they didn't know what to say. Like he called Roman called his son, "You're a monster. You'll be fine." You know. Like,
Yeah.
It's so strange. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then Kendall like, "I don't forgive you, but I love you." You know what I mean? Like, it's so. It
And
was
That
so,
yeah, I found
They were
that.
so
was,
conflicted.
And the writing is done so well because all of the times they're just like, do we know? Is he actually? I'm getting frustrated with them as well. Like,
Yeah.
is he actually dead? Like, do we know? Like, what's going-
let me just give Will Ferrell his roses now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that guy is incredible.
Isn't he like just the producer?
Like he's Mr. Funny to me. But what he like, obviously his contribution to
Is
this,
he a producer on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
sorry.
Like I would never thought Will Ferrell would be like being involved with something like this. It's
So-
incredible.
I mean, this is they do put this in the comedy category though.
Yeah, I'd say it's a.
Because it does.
it's a comedy.
I feel like it has a lot of jokes.
It has a lot
Yeah.
of jokes,
Yeah.
but it's not. I wouldn't say it's comedy. I say
a
there's
dramedy
there's
though,
comedic
yeah.
there's comedic like elements to it,
Yeah.
but again, it's a drama
Yeah.
because I think this is more close. This mirrors real world close than any other like serious stuff.
I get you, but like for
100%.
example, Greg is more of a comedy character than a serious
He's
character.
comedic relief.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
comedic relief. He's just,
But then his comedic relief, yeah. Clearly, the comedic relief was a ploy. That buffoonery is a ploy.
why?
Because go
Have you not got to the end?
Because of the Shiv thing.
No, tell them your ultimate
You know,
theory.
because I'm telling you, a lot of stuff is like meshed together for me. You
So,
need to tell me
yeah,
specifics. Like
Again,
sometimes.
I'm closely in the same boat. So at the beginning, I thought Greg was an estranged kid.
okay.
Yeah, like for even though they say uncle or whatever it may be,
Yeah.
I thought he still could be an estranged kid at first.
Okay.
That's why, and then I thought no. I said he can't be this silly, not stupid, this silly for no reason. There must be something to it. And then I stood the clear. I said, look, I think he's gonna take over. And I said that from earlier, and Hash was like, no. I said, I've either that or Shiv's gonna take over.
I'll show you text message right now with Hoodie. I said to Hoodie, my dream, because we're just laughing about Greg and
Yeah.
Tom. I said to him, my dream would be that Greg is CEO at the end of the show. That would be my dream.
But again, you never know. It might happen. 2 episodes left. But for me, like the way that episode 3 ends, yeah, with them completely, you know what I mean? They're emotionally like they've gone through the ringer, and like you see Roman like show them the stock, like what it's saying on the ticker in terms of stock. He goes, "Look, that's Dad," and it drops. You saw how quick-
Yeah.
You see that? That's Dad. You see that chunk right there? That's Dad.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
So, yeah,
And even Connor's reaction, like he didn't like me.
yeah, that was sad, man.
That was so sad.
That was sad.
And he goes to Willow like,
I feel bad
"Do you
for
wanna-
him, man.
Do you want to do this?" She goes, "I'm not gonna leave you today." You know what I mean? The way she said that.
Bro,
And
that wedding, that wedding,
that was
yeah,
the only pure moment, by the way.
that was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. It's
that
just
last,
it was
that last
empty.
montage at the
Yeah.
end was really
It
good.
was empty. I was
Exactly.
like, you know what, fair dues, man.
And he was happy though.
Yeah.
He was just like he loves Will. Like
Yeah.
even that conversation, episode 8, I think, or 7, I can't remember which one. He's just telling Roman's telling Connor, no one gives a hell, no one gives a shit about you in this room.
Yeah.
He goes, the one person that does, I'm gonna listen
I'm
to
gonna
her.
listen to them, yeah.
So I was
Also,
like,
yeah.
that's really nice. But
Yeah.
can we just get to episode 8?
No.
Go
I'm
on.
sorry, I'm
Go
sorry.
on.
So Honeymoon States, yeah. Honeymoon States which is episode 4, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the wake, the day after. Because by the way, every episode in season 4 is a day, is one day.
Okay.
So this whole season will be 10 days straight.
Okay.
Yeah, just to have that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Honeymoon States was basically the wake, yeah, and very kind of broad strokes, like everyone's in mourning, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the board needs to know who's going to take charge in the interim to make the deal. You know what I'm saying? And this is the episode where we saw, okay, Kendall, he's still got what it takes, because as soon as he found out that you know, remember the piece of paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the kind of underline and all that kind of
Or
stuff.
was it crossed out?
You know what I mean? And he goes, as sure as, you know what I mean? Sure as hell it wasn't.
Doesn't say Shiv.
It doesn't say Shiv, you know what I mean? Which was a hilarious line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which was even funny about like how like Frank and Carl and Jerry were joking. What if this got lost? Kind of thing, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then that episode ends with like Kendall saying, "Okay, I am CEO. Now, what would my dad do? He'd absolutely bury, you know what I mean, the predecessor." So he just says, say loads of bad stuff to my dad in the press.
By the way, I appreciate Frank and them not getting rid of that paper.
Yeah, 100%.
They're just like, you lot could
Easily.
Yeah, and I feel like if it was me, I might have done it.
Yeah. So now let's go to episode 5 where they're trying to bleed the Swede. Yeah, they're in Norway.
Sweden.
They're in Norway. They're trying to do. What did you man think of that?
Oh my god, this guy just seems like a eerie villain to me for some reason. Like there's something about him, man, that he acts it so well. Yeah, them lot trying to get the deal over the line. There was just something every time there was a conversation with him, with Lucas, I was just like, I just feel weird about this guy. I don't know what it is. He acts the role so well. Yeah. And is this the scene where they had the moment in the mountain?
Yeah, top of the mountain. At the end of the episode.
Hey, Roman, I was so glad he ripped into him in that moment, man.
Incredible, wasn't it?
That was just great. I needed that
Incredible
moment for me. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought the deal was dead because literally, like, by the way, what a power move. He took a helicopter off the mountain. And
yeah.
Incredible.
That was sick.
And then for Lucas Matson to realize these men are so incompetent.
Yeah.
I have to do a bear hug basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which basically means paying over the top to get what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was an amazing episode. And then for me personally, guys, I have to be honest with you, episode 6 and a bit of episode 7 were kind of in a bit of a holding pattern.
Uh-huh.
I thought like the show dipped a bit.
Yeah.
Because from its high standards, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, episode 7 was mad in terms of like some of the interactions, like between Shiv
and Tom had a crazy conversation.
You know what I mean? And basically Tom saying like you shouldn't be a mum.
When that conversation,
that was hard.
Listen,
that was hard.
When that conversation was happening, like you see arguments on TV shows all the time between couples and stuff like that. This is one conversation where I was just like, I don't feel like I should be listening to this.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it was. It felt so real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there was some horrible stuff said. But yeah.
And they were at a point in their relationship which was so confusing to me. I don't know if it's rich people.
It is.
Look, you kill me, I kill you.
It's like, do you want to play bitey and things like that? I'm just like,
Crazy.
stop, man.
Crazy.
Weirdos.
Such strange people. So now, guys, America Decides, episode 8.
America Decides.
I think for me that was that. I think it was for me. It was all about Kendall and Shiv, because Kendall was like even though he didn't agree, he was gonna go with Shiv. But then last minute, and Greg obviously spilling the bit, like then he realized like it is dog eat dog. Like regardless of whatever happened, like that is still present within these.
When he snitched on Shiv.
Yeah. But
no,
then how Shiv was moving and pretending to be on the phone and everything, Kendall realized, like that is in you. Like the way how these people are moving.
But Shiv
That
was out of it that whole episode.
That whole scene was amazing.
Yeah.
When it was Kendall and he walked out the room to try and call him, and then they're just looking at each other through the screen.
Yeah, through the glass.
And then he speaks. And in another show that's lower quality, he would walk away.
No, of course.
We deal with it later.
Yeah.
The big bust up.
Yeah.
He walked right back in. Yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
What do you say, fam?
Like, what are you saying?
You know, he was so mad.
You messing with my money?
You know, he was so mad. He goes, "You piece of dirt."
Dirt. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That must have hurt even more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And by the
When
way,
you can't find a real cuss word,
by the way,
dirt.
By the way, do you know what's interesting? Shall I tell you when I knew Kem might be right? Because like back in episode 7 with Greg, you see him cozy up to Lucas Matson and Oscar.
Yeah,
and Ebba.
he's making the right sort of connections at the right time.
You know what
Watch this space.
And
I'm just trying to think how logically he can do it.
Him
without,
talking
without
about
killing
like
someone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just thinking,
Exactly, that's true, and he's only got 2 episodes to go.
Yeah.
And then him like even like saying like, "Oh, I just like fired all these people. It was easy. I just didn't think about it."
You just gotta stick the knife in there and.
And then Oscar's saying, "Oh, look at you, the butcher with the smile," you know, and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And then episode 8, when he's talking to Tom about, I drank these weird drinks. I had to dance with the old man.
Yeah.
You know, all this kind of stuff. I drank.
Was this the one where he gave him cocaine?
Huh? Yes.
He goes, "Stop being a bitch."
It was
That was so funny. But I just want to say something about episode 8. Mencken, right? The guy who won presidency. So let me ask you a question, yeah. Jerry, Carl, Frank, all of these lot, yeah. Did they want this deal to happen? Did they want Mencken to be president?
I don't think they cared. They only cared about the deal.
Okay, fine. My thing is, haven't we all been backing Mencken as a company since Logan was alive? They all took that picture together. Do you remember?
Yes, yeah.
Shiv said, "I'm not standing next
Yeah,
to him." All
yeah,
of that stuff,
yeah.
and we're here talking about, which one are we gonna go for?
No, but
And Roman, this episode was the
horrible.
episode where Roman pissed me off the
course.
most. I
He-
wanted to punch him in the face.
he
man.
was a far right, like
Oh,
freaking,
Yeah,
you know
so
what I mean? Proud
much.
boy. It was crazy. It was crazy.
When he
He's-
argues with Shiv as well, I just want to like, shut up.
But this goes back to, again. I keep saying this goes back to like just the immaturity or just the they're not adequate. They're not they're not ready to take over Logan yet
Yeah.
because every decision that Roman made, was against his better judgment in every aspect of it. Obviously, you have to understand the legal ramifications, like ATN's sort of reputation. All of this is going to come back to bite them. Just declaring a winner when, with all what's going on,
when they shouldn't have.
when they shouldn't have. Like, he's gone above everyone's head,
Yeah.
still sort of being discreet about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to come out anyway.
Yeah.
But that just shows they're still not ready. Even in death, Logan could still see that they're not ready.
Yeah. Roman is weird. He just wanted someone. So
No, he doesn't have a leash now, so he's doing what he
It's
wants.
not even that.
no, but it's not that. He wants someone also like in the pocket.
Yes.
Like the way Logan had the president in the pocket, I want someone in the pocket, and he doesn't feel like that Jimenez guy will like block the
Yeah.
deal and do this and do that and whatnot. So he's just, I guess he thinks he's thinking like Logan,
Yeah.
but
But again, I still think he's still reeling from the fact that Jerry wouldn't take him back, basically, in the previous
Yeah,
episode as well.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad this
He's
shit
still
caught up
mad.
with him. He's been such an asshole to
No,
everybody.
he deserves it. He
He's
deserves
a
it.
great character.
But him just like even firing the head of the studio always
Oh.
was just so stupid
Yeah,
the way he did
yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But for me, like that Jared Mencken, like that speech at the end was so scary.
It was.
Yeah.
Because he was speaking like in Shakespearean language, like talking about clean and talking about like, you know what I mean, taking the country back to how it
But
used
how
I think
clo-
the
but-
right-
but
the
how
right
close
is-
how close is that to reality?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the-
what's so scary.
The
Yeah.
writer, I think
even-
it was the writer of the episode, watched that scene and said it was chilling.
Chilling, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even like their Tucker Carlson composite, Ravenhead, him having that freaking like 30-second tirade about like the fires in Milwaukee, that kind of voting station and
the
stuff like that.
violence,
It
yeah.
was so scary.
It's just,
You
to
know
me,
what I'm
this whole thing makes me think about real life, like them picking the president.
It's not far. It's not
not
far.
far
Like,
from
from-
just,
real.
it's just, I know, and it's just the way they do it. It's like, shall we just call it? Shall we just call it now?
Yeah, it's
just
so
call it now. I'm
scary.
just like, wait, what? What do you mean call it now? What's going on? But guys, yeah, Succession. That was our Succession review. I'm so glad I've caught up. Does anybody have any last thoughts?
Hey, listen, I'm full.
Yeah?
I'm satisfied.
We'll be
I'm so
back.
happy with you, man.
It's going to 10 episodes, right?
Yes.
So we'll be back
Got 2 more
to
episodes, yeah.
we'll be back to review the last 2 episodes. I'm sad that I've only been with it for about 2 weeks, but it's cool. But yeah, that was our review. Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, and comment down below. And go on our socials. The links are in the description down below. And if you're listening on the audio platforms, give us 5 stars on the streaming platforms. Thank you. We'll see you guys soon. Appreciate it.
Peace.